Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode our rematch with the bandits finally came to an end as we dispatched Trish and reclaimed the illicit salt as the bandits made their retreat. We then continued towards Aesfrost only to be ambushed in the mist by the forces of Svarog, the salt's intended recipient. Chapter 10, Part 1, Beneath a Frigid Sky, then began with tense talks with Frederica's uncle, who demanded to know what happened to his son Dragan, as we shared what we knew, hoping that he would believe it. This has led us to another choice, to gain his trust by revealing Roland's identity, or keep it from Svarog during our future negotiations. Bit of perspectives to play with here. Lord Svarog was concerned for Lady Frederica when the Archduke invaded Glenbrook. To see her unarmed has put both him and his soldiers at ease. Might I inquire as to what brought Lady Frederica to her new house all the way to Twinsgate? Oh. See, okay, that's the business of my house alone should not be divulged without adequate reason is a bit... on the basis of the fact that, like, we're literally in their territory, in their place. Being that standoffish seems a bit weird. Even if that's the truth, it should be our business. He's literally Svarog's personal guard by the look of it, so of course he's going to ask these questions. I would ask you instead, why is Lord Svarog engaged in such dealings? I mean, I'm interested in knowing, on the basis of... it doesn't look like this illegal salt trading is actually that bad. Made the journey to protect both our house and people, that is all. I feel like this one might get me more of the stuff that I want to know, but I'm not sure if it will. I wish I could tell you, sir, but most of the soldiers have no idea. Lord Svarog deals with all this cargo directly. He won't let the rest of us near it. I see, so Lord Svarog is very fair about keeping a secret just that. In which case, I'm in no position to tell you about it myself. I appreciate your honesty. But of course. That's an interesting little bit. He doesn't know either. Svarog deals with everything personally. Can't even get up to you. Climbing this bit is a nightmare. Go down. Go down there. Go down there. Okay, don't go down there. I'll use the steps like a normal human being. Most of the soldiers stationed here at Twinsgate have worked with Lord Svarog for years. As such, we trust his judgment. No harm will befall you as long as you have his permission to be here, no matter the reason. Definitely not a house Telior kind of situation, it seems, at the very least. Kind of want to check out more to see if there's any goodies up here. Unfortunately, I'm looking at white sparkles on whitish ground. Well, it's bluish, I guess, but with snow also falling. That doesn't really bode well for me finding the random sparklies on the ground. I guess there's no vote for the chat this time. To be honest, I feel like this is the play. No matter what. You knew how I reacted when I learned of, like, him being in it, and then we were right next to him. I feel like earning his trust is the play. Quality timber. There's nothing better at the moment than setting off for this gamble. It's a gamble, but it could pay very well. Lord Svarog was overcome with grief when he heard of his son's murder. The Archduke said it was all a plot by Glenbrook to seize control of the grand Norzelian mines. I would not be surprised if Lord Svarog begrudged the royal family because of it. Gustadolf claimed that it was King Regno who gave the order to have Lord Dragan slain. What we saw at the mines that day proves otherwise. How can we get Lord Svarog to believe us? Whatever our path, we must tread carefully. The matter of his son's death is a sensitive one, and any mistake could cost us our lives. We learn about Dragan, beloved son. Is that notes or information? Information. The sudden death of his beloved only son Dragan took a heavy toll on Svarog. They say he thinks of nothing now but finding the killer and exacting vengeance. Archduke Gustadolf had Lord Svarog sent all the way out here to Twinsgate. Soldiers like us were likewise forced to the borders alongside him because of that bad blood. Seems the duchy is not as united as I expected. Is that sparkly up there? Disunity in the duchy. Svarog, son of a concubine and half-brother to the previous Archduke, has long led the life of an outsider to his own family. He and Gustadolf, the previous Archduke's true-born heir, share mutual loathing. No, it was just a snow. It was a snow. My God, finding items here is a nightmare. I'm just gonna have to go around the entirety of the outside terrain, aren't I? Really? Let's face it, spamming A is the way. Tis the only way right now. I mean, I think we should take the risk. I guess it's convincing people to go along with it. This information might help. I think I've talked to you, haven't I? Yeah, I did. I talked to you from the other side. Lord Svarog told us not to announce your visit to the Archduke. Such an edict means he doesn't want others finding out what's happening here. Suspicious, to say the least. So, you guys are loyal enough to not do that, then? Most of the soldiers stationed here at Twinsgate have worked with Lord Svarog for years. As such, we trust his judgment. No harm will befall you as long as you have permission to be here. I know, you said before, but I wanted to double check just in case I hadn't talked to you, because this information could be everything I need. Ranged HP recovery pellet. Well, I used one of them. Wait a second. God damn it. I see the little platforming trap that they've put there. I'm not sure I appreciate it. Especially when I can't platform good. I just press a direction and hope it goes the right way. Go down the steps, it's better. I can climb up here. Oh my goodness. Spam, spam, spam. Kind of reminds me of running around on trails a little bit, to be fair. Sky, of course. I'm going to drop down here. No, I can't. I can't drop down here. Never mind. Anything in this corner? That masked man with you bears a striking resemblance to the famed Sir Maxwell. Though he may be a rival to the Duchy, I respect him deeply as a fellow warrior. But he gives off a much younger air than I thought he would. Sir Maxwell hides all he can from his enemies, his age included. As a warrior, he would be loath to let others use anything against him. Enviable, isn't it? Sir Maxwell takes greater care of his appearance than one might think. Sir Maxwell is younger than you might think and sensitive about it as well. You would be wise not to treat him as an old man. I think I'll go for the top one. I like the mystery, the mythos that he hides everything, including his age. He won't tell anyone anything. I see. So that mask hides not only his expression, but his age as well. Not to mention, it would be hard for enemies to judge what sort of attack will be coming next. The Dawn Spear is a true genius, taking measures to ensure his victory even before the battle has begun. I'd always admired Sir Maxwell, but you have given me newfound respect for him. For that, I thank you. That worked quite well. Where am I going? Where's more goodies? It's either the total amount of goodies, or I've just missed them because, of course, I can't see them sparkle. But I guess now it's time to try the convincing. I was talking to you, right? Guess I gotta go back in. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I think we should reveal Roland's identity to earn Svarog's trust before negotiations, because I think that will lead to an ally that's actually in at a somewhat even level with us. Unlike Hyzante. It just is the way to play. So I need to convince Frederica. Well, I need to convince Anna. Frederica, Huette, and Elidor as well. Should I start with my swing vote? I don't know. Let's talk to the guys who are on side.
Yes?
Lord Svarog would be an ideal resource to learn more about Aesfrost's inner workings. Though what happened to Lord Dragan was truly unfortunate, it could provide us the perfect opportunity to uncover the Duchy's true intentions. It may take effort, but they can be swayed. It's always interesting to see how hard they are on their position. To be fair.
Say.
If we can gain Svarog's trust by revealing my identity, then that is what we ought to do. We must restore Wolfort if we are to reclaim the kingdom. The danger to me is of little consequence. So Roland's well in on this.
Me?
We hide the prince's identity from Lord Svarog, but fail to win his trust, we may all end up facing punishment. In which case, would not a forthright admission give us a better chance of gaining his favor? So you're like lying on him, lying to him, and then he finds out will just make the other truth we told him seem like a lie in comparison? So she can be swayed. Not that we want to. We do not want to sway you. We are good with you believing what you do. Frederica in front of the fire.
Serenoa.
I think it would be possible to convince my uncle without revealing Prince Roland's identity. Oh, she'd listen to reason. It might be easier to reveal Roland's identity than I possibly thought. Is there a reason his identity must be revealed? Okay, we actually have a locked bit. Oh my god, I'm not going for the middle option. Restoring House Wolfort takes precedence over the prince's secret. Please remember why Roland donned the mask in the first place. Yikes. Lord Svarog is suspicious of us. We'll have to be forthright with him if we are to gain his trust.
I see.
My uncle is not a man who would go back on his word. If we tell him the truth, perhaps he will understand.
But...
However, if Gustadolf were to find out, Prince Roland's life would be in danger. Perhaps it would be best to exercise caution for now?
I need a moment to think.
I'm sorry, but my heart still wavers on this matter. Sereno, what is your opinion of my uncle? If he is your uncle, then he is mine as well. I'm sure we can come to an understanding. Well, he is a man bold enough to vie for power against Gustadolf. I do not believe he's in the habit of casually revealing secrets. Oh. Do we want to play the family line? Or not? It's about secrets. And we're not really, we're not sure about the marriage anymore, because she was like, do I even have to get married to you now? Is the diplomatic marriage is pointless. And they're like, I felt really bad for Sereno with that, but I didn't think that at the time. It's just, you probably saw my reaction. It was kind of like, ooh. Maybe Sereno was like, I quite like you, Frederico. I don't think he is actually a man bold enough to vie for power against Gustadolf. He's a man that wants revenge. I will say that, though, because I'm wondering if that might work.
Surely.
Yes, you can rely on my uncle to be discreet. He is not one to spout lies. I know without a doubt that he holds great animosity towards the Archduke. If we can show that our objectives are aligned, he may very well choose to fight alongside us. I pray she understands where I stand. Okay, Frederica has been moved, which means we might already have one to our side? Before we've even touched Anna. Sounds wrong. Can Eridor be moved? I know Svarog's not in Gustadolf's corner, but he's Aesfrost all the same. I can't see him as anything else. You really think we can trust him? This one should listen to reason as well. I'm actually amazed. Tell me, lad, why do you think we should go revealing that our dear Prince Roland lives? Oh, okay. We have no other choice if we wish to convince Lord Svarog that we had naught to do with his son's death. That's not true. But it's also true, but it's... not the way you're saying it. It's like, if we lie to him about this, then he believes the other thing is a lie. We don't have no other choice. Do we? Probably do. Doing so might earn Lord Svarog's trust and win him to our cause. The enemy of our enemy, not our friend. So we're literally parroting what Eredor said before. So it's his own line of thinking? Do I go with his own line of thinking or not? It's 50-50 this time. Anna's just constantly talking about Anna's indecision. Let's go with Eredor's own line. I've heard that one plenty. He does want the same as us, that much is true. It's risky, but the gains could be worth it. My head aches. I wish there were a clear answer here.
And so?
I reckon a lord needs a keen eye for a man's character. So how do you see Svarog, lad? Frederica seemed to think him trustworthy when she lived in Aesfrost, so I believe he can keep a secret. No, that's not what he asked. He didn't ask what someone else thinks. He asked what I thought. He's an ambitious man with no love for the Archduke and a father consumed by grief, desperate to avenge his son. Yes. Eredor, we're going to play up the fact that essentially he wants the same thing as us.
You're onto something.
And if I didn't know better, I'd swear you could read minds. I sized him up exactly the same. The hatred he feels towards his boy's murderer threatens to eat him alive. If we proved to him it was Gustadolf, well, I reckon he'd raise a rebellion tomorrow, which makes it worth the wager if you ask me.
I've made up my mind.
Against all odds, I think I might finally see a way out of this. 2 for 2. This isn't going like last time where everyone was stonewalling me. So, who's the other one? Huette. The risk of Prince Roland's secret being revealed grows greater with every telling of it. We have only just succeeded in feigning his death. 'Twould be foolish of us to reveal the truth of it so soon. Sorry, negotiating may yet prove fruitful, so you're the hardest one. Do you truly think it worth the risk to reveal that Prince Roland lives? Okay, this time I think the bottom option is the one. We must take a risk to prove our determination if we to earn Lord Svarog's trust. No, we want justice for Lord Dragan, as does Lord Svarog. Showing him that Roland lives may convince him that we had no part to play in his son's murder. I feel that might work with Huette better versus the other times we've been offered this. True, in the absence of more concrete evidence, revealing Prince Roland's identity may be our only option. It's just about finding evidence, or at least finding something to, bond with, I guess. Risks still weigh on me, but I see now that we stand to both earn Lord Svarog's trust and avenge Lord Dragan by doing so. Might I speak with you further to clarify my own thoughts on the matter?
And?
How do you see Lord Svarog? He's a man who wishes to overthrow Gustadolf, and those with common enemies make potential allies. He's Frederica's uncle, as such I should like to trust him. Again, that's not the question. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why am I saying what someone else thinks? He's someone who holds boundless ambition that requires a cause around which to rally. A cause I believe we can provide. So it's either 1 or 2. But that's going lock. The boundless ambition part that I don't like in the sentence. Ambition? Sure. Boundless ambition? Eh. I think I might just switch it up and not go for both. He's a man who also wishes to overthrow Gustadolf, and those with common enemies make potential allies.
Quite true.
Perhaps, but this potential ally is being driven out to Twinsgate by his own nephew and will not hesitate to remind us of the fact. Even so, his involvement in the illegal salt trade is proof enough that his ambition has not diminished. I should have gone for the third option, shouldn't I? Whoops. Should revealing Prince Roland's identity persuade him to join us, we may well gain an ally in our fight against the Archduke. I thank you. This talk has brought me clarity at last. Now that actually worked. Okay, cool. Definitely sounded like the third option would have been better. So the swing vote that might not necessarily be needed. Revealing Prince Roland's identity may win Lord Svarog's cooperation, but at what cost?
Lord Saranoa.
I have yet to arrive at a decision. What are your thoughts, Lord Saranoa? So either way, you swing either way. Obviously, we're going to try to convince you to reveal. So you would reveal Prince Roland's identity. Yeah, and we got Dragan, beloved son. We need Lord Svarog on our side if we are to restore Wolfort. I believe securing his cooperation to be worth the risk. Now, you probably would respond fairly well to that, I reckon. With nothing else with which to bargain, revealing his identity may well be our best move. Lord Svarog remains suspicious of the Archduke. My days is if we can prove that we did not murder his son. I think I'll go for option 1 because it involves Wolfort.
Yes.
Indeed, and we must first restore our house if we are ever to reclaim the kingdom. It is no wonder Prince Roland suggested revealing his identity despite knowing the danger. I should not be so hesitant. I see that we may need to be bold if we wish to better our situation. Thank you for your counsel. Deep in thought. Oh, okay. We actually had the worst result with our normal swing vote. So, what do you think will happen? Let's find out. That was a shorter one, I feel. Mainly because the decision was easier again.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we reveal that it is Roland behind the mask, or do we keep his identity a secret? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Okay, everyone's voting who's already... Okay, here we go.
I wholeheartedly agree.
You have swayed me, Saranoa. Let us see if Prince Roland's secret can earn us my uncle's trust.
I agree.
Oh, Anna's in. I believe in you, Lord Saranoa.
I have faith in you.
The words resonated with me. I believe you and Prince Roland can earn Lord Svarog's trust.
You won me over.
I thought about it, and I think you're onto something, lad. Everyone agrees. This was the easier decision to get.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Not as much of a struggle as last one, that's for sure. This is where it goes, like, the other way. Reveal Roland's identity. Actually got everyone again. 2 times.
The way forward is decided. The only way to win Svarog's trust is to reveal Roland's identity and begin negotiations.
I'm doing pretty well on those, yeah. I'm amazed, but it's not stone wall.
It is decided. Svarog shall know the truth of Roland's identity. Benedict, I would ask that you arrange an audience as quickly as possible.
Of course, my lord.
Beneath a frigid sky is completed. The main thing is I feel like I learned from the earlier tries with them about what maybe they want to hear a little bit more and appealing to what they may like a bit more. Because the earlier votes, you know, even though they seem like pretty easy to get on your way, at least the first vote did. Like, I didn't really do very well at convincing people at all, did I? I don't think I even tried to convince on the first one, did I? I was like, oh, I'll just leave them to their convictions. But it's just like learning from my errors, trying to get into the system and trying to get to what I think the people want. Which is why I'm so like, why is Benedict that way? Or stuff like that at times. Because it's just, I thought I read them and I'm not. And then I'm having to like reevaluate. Just imagine in the future with gaming, where you could just do any literal voice reply and it will try to figure out if it's good or not. My God, what kind of power of computing would we need for that? For that kind of segment? What kind of power would we need? So I'd have just been shouting evidence on the previous one.
Prince Roland of Glenbrook lives. It is a powerful secret that could sway the decisions of the other nations. Knowing this, House Wolford asks for an audience with Svarog in hopes of divulging that very information and gaining his trust.
Chapter 10, Part 2, A Treacherous Soul. Oh, what? No. No treachery. No.
You must have something of import to tell me. Whatever it is, know that my guard stays.
There is something we wish to show you, Lord Svarog, in hopes of earning your trust.
Prince Roland. They said you perished.
Indeed they did. And the rumors will stay that way as long as Gustadolf draws breath.
Surely you understand the meaning of this revelation.
Indeed I do. Give me time to think it over.
Not the guard. Stupid guard. You had to keep him in the room, didn't you? Why did you do this to us? A bird arrives bearing an urgent message for Siklas. Guard's gotta die.
Constable, a bird has arrived from our spy at Twinsgate.
I've discovered a secret ledger in Svarog's quarters. An unscheduled merchant company has arrived. Cargo uncertain. I shall continue my investigation. It may be an illicit shipment of salt. If we can get our hands on both the salt and the ledger, we can expose their crimes.
But we cannot be sure of that just yet, sir. Perhaps we should wait for the next report.
No. If we simply sit still, we may lose our only chance of getting that evidence.
But Lord Svarog is a powerful man. Even our own formidable forces cannot afford to make a mistake.
And it is precisely because he is so powerful that we cannot let these misdeeds go unpunished. I shall assume responsibility for whatever happens. Now, we make for Twinsgate.
Yes, sir.
It sucks because we're technically in the wrong. We are actually doing something against the law, and they're just the law forces by the look of it. They seem like they're just doing their job. Oh no! They actually just seem like they're just doing their blooming duty. Oops. I don't know if anything like has come up again. Every time a chapter goes forward, I'm hoping for more stuff here, but it's not coming. It's not forthcoming at all. No promotional things. Nope. Exploration phase, then. There's nothing else on the map. Oh my goodness, we're just gonna have to, like, defeat the police? There's no going back. Roland reveals his identity to Svarog, but is it enough to win his trust? Ain't that the question? Late that night.
Leave us.
Yes, sir.
My apologies for summoning you at this hour. I see now the resolve of House Wolford. I think it best we both speak frankly.
We have decided to stand against Gustadolf, just as you have.
Aye. The only reason I purchase illicit salt is to amass the power I need to oppose the Archduke. Gustadolf pursues his ideals, and his alone. He even curtailed the might of my house, as if we were not family.
I see. That explains Lord Dragan's efforts at the mines.
I remember Lord Dragan's words. The future is in the hands of the ardent youth.
He was off to say that. He was always asking how long I intended to leave Gustadolf to his own devices. But just who would kill my boy? And why?
As we said, we unfortunately do not know who did it. But neither Glenbrook nor Wolfort stood to gain anything from his death.
Even if there were something to be gained, we would not have acted without preparing for retaliation. But, as you can see from the current state of Glenbrook,
the capital was easily taken while merrymaking over the mines. A fair point.
But there is someone who could use your son's death for his own purposes. To put the crown within his reach.
Gustadolf.
You there! Explain yourself! We found this man eavesdropping on your conversation.
You're the guard from earlier.
A spy.
He knows who I am.
We shall give chase. Huette, alert the others. There he is!
You won't get away!
dead. I wonder who he was working for.
My apologies. This was the only way to stop him for sure.
You needn't apologize, Huette.
Benedict and the others are investigating the spy. I shall see if they've managed to uncover anything. Indeed. Well, with a lovely pile of blood on the floor. That was a good shot. And to be honest, better that he was shot than the secret was to escape at that point in time. But back in our freezy, not able to see sparkly place, we will continue this next time. We've only gone from chapter, what's it, 8? Maybe? To chapter 10? In the last week. But we will make some more progress. Next time on Triangle Strategy. May the votes be with me. I'll see you guys then for more. Bye-bye.